So this story is called Blue Light Special, and it is dedicated with tremendous affection and gratitude to Gene Shepard. If someone asked you what toy defined your childhood, what would you say? My kids would probably say Game Boy if you asked Ryan, Micro Machines if you asked Nolan. My brother would say the Nintendo Entertainment System. My sister would say Cabbage Patch Kids. My dad would say baseball cards. My answer comes without a moment's thought or second guessing. Star Wars figures. Star Wars figures were affordable, easily obtainable at Kmart, and they allowed me to create my 9-year-old version of fan fiction. Reenacting scenes from what I called my most bestest movie ever, or making up my own. My core cast was Han Solo in his Hoth and regular outfits. Luke Skywalker, the X-Wing fighter version, or the Bespin version. Greedo, the shoot second, goddammit. Obi-Wan Kenobi, the I lost the plastic robe and broke the tip off the lightsaber version. Princess Leia, the pre-slave girl, man, I wish I could hit that version. C-3PO, tarnished version. And R2-D2, head stopped clicking a long time ago. They spent a lot of time fighting on Tatooine, torn cardboard backdrop version. Flying around while crammed into a TIE fighter, the one wing really wants to fall off version. Or rolling around the kitchen floor in My Land Spedder, the kept you hands of it OL's version. I loved my Star Wars figures, and I took them everywhere with me. I never owned one of those official carrying cases that looked like C-3PO or Darth Vader, but they traveled with me in a Vans shoebox that could double as a rebel base whenever they needed. Last night, my son Nolan and I ate dinner at a local restaurant called Islands. Right after we put our order in, I saw a kid sitting in a booth at the end of our aisle, playing with Star Wars figures on his table. It was like looking straight through a wormhole into 1981, seeing myself in Bob's Big Boy with my parents. The kid was 8 or 9 years old, with a mop of shaggy long hair that was probably cut by his mom with the coupon scissors in a chair in the kitchen. He wore a dirty blue Hot Wheels t-shirt, maroon nylon shorts, and Velcro tennis shoes. On the seat next to him, there was an open shoebox. His Star Wars figures were lined up in front of him, and he was making 2 of them fight. I fell into the wormhole, and I landed at the Sunland Kmart on Foothill Boulevard in 1981. It was back to school season for my brother and me, and we were there to buy clothes and school supplies. My parents never let us feel how poor we really were back then, so I didn't know that shopping at Kmart and getting an icy and a pretzel was a luxury for us. Like all kids, I just sort of took it for granted that we got to have new clothes and treats because they were there. After we piled our corduroy pants and collared shirts and trapper keepers and economy packs of pencils and wide ruled paper into our cart, Mom took our 3-year-old sister with her to the makeup department to get shampoo and whatever moms buy when they're in the makeup department. My brother and I were allowed to go to the toy department. Can I spend my allowance? I said. That's what you want to do, my mom said. Another attempt in a long string of unsuccessful passive-aggressive efforts to encourage me to save my money. Saving money was a concept that was entirely alien to me at 9 years old. Keep an eye on Jeremy, she said, and don't run in the aisles. Okay. As long as Jeremy stood right next to me, it didn't bother me while I shopped. And as long as he didn't want to look at anything of his own, this would not be a problem. I held my brother's hand as we walked carefully for about 3 steps and then started running across the store, past a flashing blue light special to the toy department. Once there, we dodged past the bicycles and ignored the shelves of board games until we got to the best aisle in the world, the one with the Star Wars figures. Row after row of glorious Star Wars figures in blister packs, hung from pegs in a wall that stretched to the sky. Every one of them had a bright orange price tag cut into a jagged sunburst marked $1.99. Can you believe there was a time when you could buy toys for $1.99?